Hi, my name is Chris Benjamin. I'm the head of interior design for Jeep and for our other North American brands. Behind me is the 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. I honestly feel that Australians will love the new Grand Cherokee L. We put so much time and attention into all of the details, the features, and really trying to create a vehicle that people would enjoy, because this is the 5th generation Grand Cherokee. There is a legacy there that we want to pull from, we want to respect. You know, there's a history there. We say a normal person, as in like a non-designer. If they like it right away, then you know you didn't go far enough. There has to be a certain level of discomfort when we first see it, and when our management team first looks at it, when it is seen in a clinic. There has to be some level of, oh, I didn't expect that. That's, you know, something new. Because if it's too comfortable right away, then we know we haven't pushed the envelope far enough. So when you first open the door, what you see is first of all beautiful. You'll notice that the instrument panel stretches wide and sleek, and it moves across the entire space. We utilize what I call the metal wing, and that is the beautiful piece of metal that runs underneath the wood in the Summit Reserve model, and it stretches to the outside and actually holds the end of the instrument panel, which creates a very beautiful wide statement. So sitting on that metal wing, you have a beautifully textured open pore walnut wood. And we treated the wood like sculptures. So it isn't just flat, cold, shiny wood, but it has a naturalness to it. The open pore, as I mentioned, gives it a beautiful texture. And then in the doors, I mentioned how the metal wing moves out to the edge of the instrument panel. And the wood piece bends out of the way to allow space for that instrument panel to come through. So all of the pieces, the way they're integrated with one another, creates a beautiful symphony of material and sculpture. We have wrapped elements everywhere. You know, even the lower part of the instrument panel, the lower parts of the doors, everything is hand wrapped. We use Napa leather and Palermo leather, which is an even higher grade than Napa that you find in most vehicles. And it really does add that extra touch of luxuriousness, softness in the material. But we don't stop there. We added some extra touches. So we have the double diamond stitch that occurs through the door panels and on the bolstering of the seats. And it's that second and third read of details inside those materials that really gives it that special touch. The Jeep brand is all about, you know, authenticity, adventure, and providing a lifestyle for our customers that is truly exciting. If you think about city living, for example, you know, being here in Melbourne, after you get these beautiful sunsets that you have here, you know, when the sun goes down, what happens in a city at night? You know, the lights come on, the city comes alive. It's a completely different expression. And we did exactly the same thing in the Grand Cherokee L. So we've incorporated beautiful ambient lighting. The ambient lighting spills out from underneath the metal wing on the instrument panel, and then the metal that runs along the doors. You get this beautiful spill of light coming out from underneath. You can choose 5 different colors for that lighting. It allows you to experience the vehicle differently at night than you do in the daytime. It's that nighttime sexiness that comes out and really shifts the mood. We had a beautiful partnership with Macintosh. There were a few things that we took into consideration. First of all, of course, our engineering team and the Macintosh audio team really collaborated on the sound and making that beautiful Macintosh home audio sound really come alive inside the cabin of the vehicle. You know, that collaboration happened in many ways. It was the tuning of the amps, it was the tuning of the speakers themselves, but also the materials that we used throughout the cabin to quiet the cabin, to give it that more luxurious feel, to keep the outside sounds out and the beautiful sound from the music system inside the vehicle. And being able to hear that in all 3 rows and have it resonate, you know, correctly and in a beautiful melodic way throughout the space. It's very cool because the power meters are displayed just as they would be on a Macintosh amp. We worked in very close partnership with the Macintosh team to bring the accuracy of that system to our screen, and it allows you to see, you know, the power of the music that you're listening to. It's a really cool feature. If you've got a child in there in a rear-facing child seat, you can easily go to them, you can see their face. It's really an amazing feature that allows you to be connected with those in your cabin without having to turn around and take your eyes off the road. The night vision camera, which allows you, if you're driving at night, to see a person or an animal, anything in the road that may be hard for you to see with your own eyes. The night vision system picks up on those items and even highlights signage and that sort of thing right here in the screen. So it really is a convenient feature for night driving. One of the very cool features that we added was the front seat massage. What you're then also able to do is go to the massage tab, and you can see the controls for both the passenger and the driver seats. So when you turn the massage on, it allows you to choose, from any of the features here: waterfall, extend, rock climb. You can tell by the names that we thought about, the adventurous side of Jeep and all of the things that you can do outside the vehicle, and we use those when naming the different massage functions. We wanted to create a space that was comfortable for 7 people over 3 rows. It sounds quite simple, but actually you have to consider the space both laterally and longitudinally. So enough leg room, knee room in the 2nd and 3rd rows. You have to have enough shoulder room. If you'd like to extend the amount of storage that you are using in the rear and you don't have someone in the 3rd row, those are touch of a button, easy to fold down. So you have 2 buttons here, one that says 3L and one that says 3R. So it's the 3rd row, left and right side. So at the touch of a button, you can fold each of them down. It drops the headrest and they fold down electronically so that you create a nice, smooth, flat floor here. We talk about the Grand Cherokee being wildly civilized. But what does that mean? What does wildly civilized mean? Well, the wild part, Jeep is all about adventure, off-roading, really owning that space like no one else can. And the civilized part is really about on-road manners, the luxury touches that we put into the interior space, and finding that complete combination of those 2 things, that marriage between those 2 things, that creates a truly special environment.